Ooh, these are some spicy DMs and emails that I got from all of you. I can't wait to answer them. Welcome to our new series called Hey Sho on our Work Happier podcast with Sho Dewan. I will be going through your DMs, I'll be going through your emails and giving you my take on what you should do to make sure you're happy, you're hired, and you're paid. Let's go. And this is from Jennifer, and Jennifer asked, "Hey Sho, I need your help. I'm convinced, 100% convinced, the only way I'm going to be able to get a remote job is if I had an inside network connection to help me." You're not completely wrong there. It might not be the only way, but it might be a good way, but let's continue. "I've spent most of my career as a police officer. Ooh. I want to pivot and get into insurance sales or a paralegal position. But I'm 6 months in and can't get a chance. I have no inside connections." All right, Jennifer. I hear you. But already you're starting off your question saying, "I'm convinced, I'm 100% convinced the only way to get a remote job is if I had an inside network connection to help me." From my experience, I'm telling you, from a lot of the clients that we work with, that's not the case. It's just not a requirement to know somebody. Does it help if you know somebody? Absolutely. But it's not the only way. A lot of people get remote jobs through just applying, through networking events, or meeting a friend of a friend, right? There's so many different ways to get a remote job. That's the first thing that I'd want you to look at, Jennifer, is why are you so convinced that you need an inside network to get there? The second thing that I want to talk about, you have spent most of your career as a police officer and now you want to make a pivot. You're thinking about either insurance sales or you're thinking about a paralegal position. Two very different positions, my friend. If you're here as a police officer and you are thinking of different routes you can take, I know you just listed two, but maybe you're already thinking of something else and you're thinking something else. It's so hard for our brain to really hone in on what you want. What I would challenge you as your coach is, let's get more clear on what the end result looks like. It seems like you want remote. It seems like you want something flexible. See what's gonna give you that ideal lifestyle, ideal career that you're looking for. From my experience working with clients who are going into insurance, who's going into sales, who's going to paralegal, I would say from those three, probably something in sales would probably give you the best route there. But again, you have to do that research for yourself. And then the third route is then tailoring your resume for that role. So you can't write your resume as if like, I'm a police officer trying to make a pivot. You have to write your resume as if you already have the relevant skills that they're looking for in sales or insurance or paralegal, whichever route you're choosing. All right? Hopefully that helps, Jennifer. Keep us posted, and I hope you get that remote XYZ job that you so desire. So next up, we got this question from Jason, and Jason says, "Hey Sho, is there an age limit in tech? Is 35 too late to go back to college and study computer science? Is it possible to get a job afterwards? Thank you." 35 is never too late, my friend. You're young. Half of your career is still right in front of you, right? Maybe even more than half. There's really never an age where it's like too late to pursue what you really want. What I would ask back to you, Jason, what is it that you really want? What is the thought process there of you wanting to go all in on computer science? Why do you feel like you gotta go back to college either, right? There's so many different routes that you could take to study computer science or be a software developer. You could do a boot camp. You could learn stuff for free on YouTube. You could do, I don't know, apprenticeship. Like there's so many different options. I don't want you to limit yourself and think that going to college and studying computer science is the only way to break into tech. There's lots of different ways. And that's what I would encourage you to do. Explore them, find your path. But to answer your question, is 35 too late to go study computer science and get a tech job? Hell no, definitely not too late, my friend. You still got time. Now going to the next question, we got this from Haley, and she asked, "Hey Sho, I just want your advice. Maybe you can make a video about this because I'm in a bit of a pickle." I got you with the video. So I got the offer. The range was posted for $85,000 to $100,000 with 2 years of experience. I have 2 years of experience, but this was during a gap I took off of school. I just recently finished my degree, so my grad year is fall 2024. Haley got an offer. They posted the range and they're looking for 2 years of experience. She has the 2 years of experience, but it was during the time that she was still in school or took a gap year from school. Moving on. Anyway, before getting the offer yesterday, the hiring manager calls me and asks directly, "What year did you graduate?" I was honest and told her my story. I highlighted that I do have 2 years of experience and a degree. I just did it in backwards order. Anyway, today I get the call and the offer is at $80,000. I asked why it's beneath the posted range and she says it's due to not having 2 years of experience post-grad. What do you think of this? It seems shady to me, but my family thinks I should look past it. I see where you're coming from, where it kind of feels a little shady. I also see where your family's coming from, where they're like, hey, still a great offer, go take it. My thoughts on this is your hiring manager or your company, they're just playing the game. So what they're expecting you to do now is to negotiate that first offer. So what I would recommend is for you to politely call them, thank them for the opportunity, Let them know that you're very excited about this opportunity and it has lots of great qualities that you're looking for, and then negotiate. Right? And then go back to them and say, totally understand where you're coming from, but as I explained to the hiring manager, I spoke to the recruiter, I actually do have 2 years of experience, plus I have all these XYZ skills that I think would be a great fit for this role. I understand why the offer is $80,000, but I would love to ask, is there any wiggle room here? I know the range posted 85,000 to 100,000. I actually was hoping for something closer to 90,000, as the other companies that I've been interviewing with have also been around that range. Is that something that we can possibly work with here? So what are we doing here, guys? We are not just accepting the first offer. This is an opportunity to practice our negotiation skills, and that's your counter offer. And then from there, the hiring manager can either say, well, I hear you and we'll meet you there, we'll meet in the middle, or take it or leave it, 80,000 is the best offer. But all of that is better than you just saying, I accept at 80,000. Does that make sense here? I don't care what the end result is of you negotiating, because they will never go back on the 80,000. They are actually gonna have more faith in you because you have the confidence to speak up for yourself and negotiate for something higher. So that's how I would handle it, Haley. I would say go back, have that little song and dance as all companies do, and then hopefully you can get a little bit higher, maybe even meet in that range that they proposed. And then you start your job and you kill it. Okay, Haley, hopefully that helps. So with that, those are all the stories and questions I got from you this week. Keep them coming. If you have any unique, funny, crazy career stories you want my insights on, email us at podcast@workhap.com and we will feature you in our next episode. With that, thank you again for tuning in to Work Happier Podcast with Sho. I will see you soon. All right, my friend, good luck.